All right, Fred, thank you. Well, cars, they've evolved and transformed drastically in the past few decades alone. But one thing always remained. The driver was in control. Well, today, the automotive industry is on the verge of changing all that. Each year, 33,000 people are killed in the United States in driving accidents. Drinking and driving, texting, speeding, and overall distractions. But what if there was a way to eliminate human error? Get in a car that could sense danger, one that would stop for you, one that may even drive you. Well, smart cars that can do just that are slowly invading, and they plan on taking over the automotive market. Dan, tell us about the new technology in terms of making cars safer for people out on the road.
Wow, safer. Well, it's been an evolution. We used to try to save lives, then we started minimizing injuries, and today's cars literally try to minimize the extent of an accident that might be unavoidable. We have sensors in the car now that will sense objects for behind the car, and we have it for in front of the car as well. This car actually in an upper level will actually stop the car itself if it was to be driven, you know, unavoidably into an object, a large object or a building. So we have really evolved in the last 5 or 6 years.
But sensors and gadgets in cars aren't all. Most recently, Google unveiled their new self-driving car. That's right, a car that drives for you.
There's no steering wheel in the way.
It's said to be cost-effective, has the ability to regulate your speed, all the while getting great mileage.
And so if we can bring in technology that's always paying attention, that can see what's going on around it, that never gets distracted, this is a huge opportunity. This is one of these kind of 10x kind of opportunities to save lives and make the world a better place.
The only problem is, it's not quite ready for prime time.
So you can't put the technology in your car yet. It's not ready. The first cars that have this technology will probably look just like the cars we drive today, with some hidden sensors that you don't even see. But the cars of the future could look very different. In fact, there's small startups that we're aware of that are trying to design and build cars that don't even have a steering wheel. They're completely automated. So if you can get rid of the steering wheel, get rid of all the things you need as a driver, you can completely reinvent the driving experience, both from a physical and from a technical point of view.
Another reason you won't see one of Google's cars share the road with you anytime soon is because there's absolutely no room for error.
This isn't the kind of thing where you can have a computer crash and it's an annoyance or a nuisance. It could be, you know, a life-threatening incident. Most of the effort in development goes into verifying and ensuring that these systems are completely safe.
But once these cars get the green light, expect to see the automotive industry undergo a transformation.
There's many different impacts that this technology will have on society. First, it'll reduce the incidence of injury and death from automotive accidents. It'll extend the mobility for people who can't drive, you know, injury, impairment, or maybe they're not comfortable driving during certain periods at nighttime. So it'll extend the mobility and increase the quality of life for people.
I love this!
It's crazy. I've seen these designs from this company, and you know, you'd get in, the four people would face each other. No steering wheel, they'd be like an iPad interface. They actually wouldn't even need, you know, a windshield because they wouldn't be looking out to drive. It's kind of a brave new world.
The technology that's in these automobiles now, are we going to be 5, 10 years down the road saying, how do we ever live without it?
Look at smartphones. Look at a cell phone. The first cell phones only had like 14 buttons on them. Now it's a screen, touch sensor. So it's a bit different world now.
Do you see a day when car accidents won't be happening, when drunk driving maybe won't be happening because the person simply won't be operating the car will operate itself?
Perhaps. It certainly could be something in our future. I think there's endless possibilities in these regards.
Smart car technology isn't ready just yet for your own car. Scientists do say there will be an overlap between the newer smart cars on the road and older models not yet installed with the chip. And for most car owners hanging onto their cars now an average of 11 years, the technology will be retrofitted into existing models to ensure safe and proper communication on the roads.